As part of my love and obsession with Doctor Who, I often find myself travelling many great distances to meet those involved with the long history of the series. One of these trips was Norwich Comic Con, or Norcon as it's more commonly known. This trip yielded many additions to my autograph collection, both new and repeating. Paul McGann, Terry Malloy and Julian Glover as examples. The following 3 clips you're going to see were recorded by me across the weekend of the convention. Unfortunately, I didn't seize the opportunity to record any more of either panels and only captured select moments. However, I will do my best to fill in with context. Our first clip is Paul McGann recounting the filming and release of his unusual and unexpected return to our screens as the 8th Doctor.
And it was only, and Mark Gatiss, I remember, was there, and he said, that was great. And I go, well, I said, did I say everything? He said, no, he said, I don't mean that. He said, now they're all those companions, they're in it now, they're part of it now. And I thought, oh yeah. But we were working so fast. And again, it's boring for me to tell you how we did it, but at some point, Moffat was literally putting pieces of paper in my hand, saying, yeah. He was writing it as we went along. Another really good way of working, isn't it? Yeah.
I think everyone was quite shocked when that happened. Not just the Big Finish companions, but the entire episode. I remember it came out a little bit. I think it came out a little bit earlier.
Yeah, but there was a
expecting.
reason for that.
Yeah.
The reason it shouldn't have done. What that was meant. That Night of the Doctor was meant to be like a red button thing that would go out with the rest of the stuff around the 50th, you know, along with the 5-ish Doctors and other little bits and bobs. But on that day, in the event, it went out on the 14th, I know, because it was my birthday. So it had like 9-10 days to itself. And the reason that it went out on that day, I know, because Stephen Moffat rang me, he texted me on that morning of the 14th, and he said, brace yourself.
Great stuff. Our second clip, taken from the same panel, is Paul McGann recounting the time that Nicholas Briggs was taken absent and was replaced by an unusual and unlikely actor.
Son filled in for him without the modulator, and he did an impression anyway. Probably shouldn't be. And everyone just dropped. It was so fantastic. So I think my son's now got the gig.
Watch out, Nick.
Yeah, Nick Briggs being ousted, man. And it's my lad.
Quite fitting.
Yeah, it's a small family business. Long may it continue. Nepotism, folks. Never knock it. Don't ever knock it. Try it. Don't knock it.
Well, thank you so much.
What a pleasure.
For coming on stage.
A real family production. Our third and final clip comes from the second day of the convention. Paul McGann was joined by Terry Malloy, and the two were responding to questions about how the fans often perceive the constant and, if prevalent, continuity issues across the many different forms of the series.
It's kind of really pushed the 8th Doctor into somewhere new and quite exciting. Would you agree?
Yeah. And also, some of it's quite, well, for the fans anyway, it's quite contentious. You know, the sort of Time War stuff, and also, you know, I think but it's Doctor Who, you know, there's novels and there's other kind of serializations, and some of the histories don't quite tally, and fans get involved in all kinds of, you know, academic spats about it. It's kind of great. It's great. What you want, you know, it's marvellous. Yeah. They're like like you say, alternative timelines and histories and stuff. Yeah.
That's why I love it when people say, oh, it couldn't have happened because last time so-and-so happened. I said, you do know what you're involved in here. This is a talking about a time board that goes, you know, everywhere. You know, there's no lateral, it's 3-dimensional chess.
He's everywhere and nowhere, baby.
Yeah. That's where it's at.
That's where he's at.
Yep.
Answering the true questions there. I, like many others across this weekend, got to meet actors involved with Doctor Who, in either larger or small capacities. As a result, I was able to hear firsthand their insight into their time on the series. Although the footage is only limited, I do hope you've enjoyed this, what I've been able to share with you. And here, I say, friends, is to the future.